Namaste, Namaskar, good afternoon. Welcome to virtual class of class 9 English. Dear students, viewers, I am again before you to support you in your study. So I am Dr. Chandeswar Yadav here to make you understand what the English course is there. So last day, as we talked about uh, the course or the syllabus of English class 9, and I hope you have understood the syllabus of class 9, and I also hope that you have understood what type of question pattern is there in compulsory English. So today I'm going to talk about further, and from today we are going to start the book formally. So as I hope that you might have book or your school have already provided you English book, and if you have the English book, then what I suggest you to open your book. Open your book. As you can see, uh, the table of content is there, and in the table of content you have seen altogether 15 units are there, or in your English book altogether 15 units are there that you have to study, and these 15 units are of different topics, and whatever topics are there, these topics talks about function of language. So as the first unit is there, you can see making plans and expressing intention is there. So this is the first unit. This one is in the first page or the page number 1. So what I suggest you to open the page number 1, where you can see unit 1, making plans and expressing intention. So this is the unit first, and again I suggest you to open your book and look there. So in the page number 1 you can see some questions are given here, and these questions are about games. You can see here think and act is there, and about this think and act question is there. So I like to read the question, and you should listen it carefully. So do you play any games and sports? This is the question. Other question is, are games and sports important? That is the another question. In the same way, how are they important for the individual and for the nation? That is another question. Again, list any 3 points of importance you know. And the last one is, are you planning to play any game this weekend? So here many more questions you have seen, and in this question you have seen the question talk about games and sport. So this is just a question, but here in this unit first we are going to study, or after the completion of the unit first, I hope you will understand the use of will and going to. So today we are going to talk about will and going to. In other words, how will is used and how going to is used. In other words, in which situation will is used and in which situation going to is used, that is talked here. So the use of will and going to, as today going to talk here. So let's see. Again here 4 friends are there. In the picture you can see 4 friends are there. These 4 friends are Lunibha, another is Preeti, another friend is Lakshmikant, and Rafi is there. So these are the 4 friends: Lunibha, Preeti, Lakshmikant, and Rafi are 4 friends, and they are badminton players. They are badminton players, and they are in a closed camp practicing for tournament. So they are in the camp, they are for practicing because they are going to participate in a tournament. But today they are free. So today they are free. That's why they are together and making plans for today. They are together and making plans for today. So read and note what plan each of them has and how they express their intention. So the first one, or Lunibha, says, "Thank God for the rest. I think I will visit my mother today." So let's see. These 4 friends are free today. That's why they are saying, or they say 4 different things. So first Lunibha says, "I think I will visit my mother today." In the same way, another friend Lakshmikant is there, and Lakshmikant is saying, "I don't think I will go anywhere. I will sleep for the whole day." So this is said by Lakshmikant. Lakshmikant says, "I will sleep for the whole day." In the same way, another friend who is Preeti, and this Preeti is saying, "Perhaps I will go shopping. I need to buy some clothes." So this is said by Preeti. In the same way, last one is Rafi, and Rafi says, "I will be watching a movie on TV. I will be watching a movie on TV. I think I will wash my clothes in the afternoon." So here what we see, 4 friends are talking about their intention, but one thing you can see common among all these sentences that either it is Luniva or it is Lakshmikant or it is Preeti or Rafi is there. They all use little bit or the same type of structure they have used. They all have used will plus V1 or they all has used or they all have used uh, subject plus will plus V1 plus object is used by all of them. Whenever talking about Luniva, as in the book or even in the picture, you can see Luniva says, I think I will visit my mother today. So here, from this sentence, if we derive the structure, then we can find I think plus subject plus will plus V1 plus object. In the same way, even from Preeti, as Preeti has said, perhaps I will go for shopping. So here again, what we see, perhaps plus I, or that is the subject plus will plus V1 plus object, or so in short as we can say that all these four friends have used will plus V1. So here they have used subject plus will plus V1 plus object. Now let's see, even other picture is there. So now their coach is asking them about their plans. So after some time, their coach has arrived and their coach has asked them that what uh, what they have planned. So at that time they have said little bit different thing. So let's see, or they are telling him what they intend to do intend to do. So what they are going to do, that is now they are saying to their coach. So let's see as what Luniva is saying. So first coach is asking, good morning, what are you going to do today? Then this Luniva or one of the friend says, I'm thinking of sleeping throughout the day. I'm thinking of sleeping throughout the day. I won't go anywhere. So here this friend hasn't used or hasn't said, I think I will sleep uh, throughout the day. But here the friend says, I'm thinking of sleeping throughout the day. Or here this writer or this person has used present continuous. In the same way, another friend is saying, I'm going to visit my mother today. So Luniva, who has said, I think I will visit my mother. Now this person is saying, I'm going to visit my mother today, sir. In the same way, another friend has said, I am planning to go shopping. So instead of now, as earlier, this Preeti had said, I will go shopping, but here instead of saying I will go shopping, here this Preeti says I am planning to go shopping. So what we again see is the different there. Again, as another friend or the Rafi says, I intend to watch TV for some time. I'm going to wash my cloth in the afternoon. I'm going to wash my cloth in the afternoon. So what we see is here, or what we see, these four friends has changed the structure, structure of the sentence. At the previous example, as we have seen, they have used future simple tense, but now they have used present continuous tense. So through this example, as we should learn that whenever you are at the time of making plan, or whenever you are making plan, at that time future simple is used or will is used. But whenever you have already made a plan, whenever you have already made a plan, at that time future, what not future but present continuous tense is used. So at the time of making plan, as just I have said you, or whenever you are at the time of making a spontaneous decision, or immediately if you are making any plan, at that time it is better to use I think, I will plus v1 plus object. So at the time of making plan, whenever you are not sure, you are only making a plan, at that time, as from this for example, you should use, again I am repeating the structure. So I think, I will plus v1 plus object. In the same way, another structure, perhaps I will plus v1 plus object. In the same way, even you can see. So I don't think plus I plus will plus v1 plus object. So in this way, at the time of making a spontaneous decision, we should use will. But at the same time, if we have made the fixed plan, or if we have made plan, or plan is already made, then structure will be different. At that time present continuous tense is used. And here, from this four example, or from these four friends, as we should learn that present continuous tense is used for planning, and whenever present continuous tense is used, structure or the four structure you can use. So I'm telling those structure, listen it carefully, and it is better to write down on your notebook. So if you write it, then even you can read at your home. So the first structure, as I am saying here, so listen carefully. So from first example, as this Preeti is saying, I am going to visit my mother's today. So from this sentence you can find the structure. Structure is uh, subject plus is mr plus going to plus v1 plus object. So listen it carefully. Subject plus is am are plus going to plus v1 plus object. This is the one structure of expressing plants. In the same way, another structure from another sentence, as this Preeti has what Preeti has said, I am planning to go shopping. So I am planning to go shopping, as said by one of the friend. And from this example we can also find out structure. So structure is subject plus is am are plus planning to plus v1 plus object. Subject plus is am are plus planning to plus v1 plus object. This is the another structure of expressing plan. In the same way, another structure is I am thinking of sleeping throughout the day. I am thinking of sleeping throughout the day. I won't go anywhere, as said by one of the friends. So from this example, even we can find out the structure. So structure is subject plus is am are plus thinking of plus before plus object. Subject plus is, am, are plus thinking of plus before plus object. This is another structure. Again, from the last structure, even we can find out, as here uh, we can see, uh, I intend to watch TV for some time. I'm going to wash my cloth in the afternoon. I'm going to wash my cloth in the afternoon, said by one of the friend. So from this example, even structure can be derived, and structure become subject plus is, am, are plus going to plus v1 plus object. So what we see here is that to express uh, your plan, you can use four structure, and these four structures are all written in present continuous tense, but little bit different is there. So I'm summarizing it. Even by using going to, you can express your plans. In the same way, by using uh, planning to, you can express your plan. And even by using thinking of plus before plus object, you can express your uh, plans. Even one more is there that is not talked, so I like to present here. So one structure to express your plan is subject plus is, mr plus intending to plus v1 plus object. So this is about will and going to. Dear student, I hope you have understood that when will is used and when going to is used. I again like to remind you, will is used for a spontaneous decision, or whenever you are at the process of making decision, it is better to use will plus v1. But whenever planning are already done, or you have made a plan, to express your plan, uh, uh, going to is used, planning to is used, thinking of plus before plus of what before plus object is used, and even you can use intending to. So this is about uh, will and going to. Now let's see, even in the what page number 2, some exercises are given. So you can see one number is there, enrich your vocabulary, where we can talk about some activities using uh, going. For other, we may use do, or instead over here some words are given, and we are said to express the plan using whatever structure as just we have talked here. So the first word is swimming. So swimming is given, and we are said to make a sentence basically in planning or in ing form. That's why even from this sentence, what from this word, we can make one example. So I am going to swim today. I am going to swim today. Even this sentence you can make. Even other is also given. You can also say, I am swimming today. I am swimming today can also be said in the same way. In the one part you can see who is there, on the other part do is there. So whenever using do, even by using do, you can use or you can express your uh, planning. So using do, I am doing a lot of swimming today. I am doing a lot of swimming today can be made. In the same way, yoga is there. Even from using this yoga, we can make a sentence. So I'm doing yoga uh, today. What I'm doing yoga today. So this sentence, or even many more words are given there, and what I suggest you to do to make sentence. And if you make sentence, then your confidence will build up. So as again I'm summarizing it, and as the summary, or whenever a plan is there, what intention is there, or uh, whenever we express our desire, or whenever we are at the process of making decision, at that time we should use. And whenever we have already planned, we can use present continuous tense. And as just we have talked, voice structure can be used. So this is enough for today, dear student. I hope you have understood, and if you have any problem, then